Morning, everyone. If you'd like to speak, you're more than welcome to. Just hit the request to speak, and I will approve it. Or maybe I can just invite everybody once. Then I can hear you. Morning. I'll invite everybody, and as long as you don't hot mic, then I can keep you up here. Morning, sir. There's got to be a wave. No, that's just what my screen was on. Wait, I am watching gold. Oh, that's supposed to be on cue. Yeah. Yeah, we're already a 2-1-2 down. Already a 2-1-2 down. Yep. Did my response to your question about the challenge make sense? The 1R channel? Okay. Yeah, so with that channel, it doesn't matter when you start. Like for example, the 5% example he gave you was, let me see, I'm trying to read it. $2,500 drawdown. So you do, about 5%, which would be 125, or you can do up to 10%, which would be 250, and then go for 1R, and your risk to reward, you need to make, what's that? If you do 250, you need to make 12R. And last week that channel made I think 20.5R or something like that. And yeah, they can be there, and sometimes you won't get the fill that I get because they're extras. So, but those trades, the idea is that you just take profit at 1R and you take a loss at -1R, and then let the numbers work themselves out on the back end. Because I know my system is more than a 50% win rate. It's somewhere in the high 70s, low 80s. And so I know that over time, taking profit at 1R is is likely to yield good profits, and I'm doing that channel to rival the the trims channel. See which one does better. I'm looking long here, but sitting for now. Why is that doing that? Squire says big 1 hour fair value gap. Yeah. Yeah, we're coming out of one too. But we're also entering one. The one we're coming out of was during market hours. The one we're entering was in after hours. So taking that with a grain of salt. Like I said, we're already 2-1-2 down on the day, so if we're playing strat, it's playing everything in force below yesterday's high, which was 869. So anything before that is kind of high risk, but we'll see. Looking to go short here, NQ. We have someone in chat. Does that include? Oh, Danny said, and you keep the same risk? Yes, yes. So, for example, if I'm risking $400 on a 10-point trade, I'm risking 2 minis. If I'm on a 20-point trade, it's 1 mini. But yes, same risk. You got to do that to keep it consistent. Risk, it says, does that include taking the initial entry trade? Yes, it does. Or just add the 1 hour. Yep, the initial. Yeah, I'm not. Maybe. I wouldn't look at Apple for that. I'd look at ES for Apple to follow. I wouldn't look at Apple for ES to follow. The companies never, or like the blue chips never really can influence the indices, but the indices will influence the companies, the blue chips. So like ES has support here at 47.93. That might be similar to what you see on Apple. But if Apple breaks, it doesn't mean ES is going to break. But if ES breaks, it means Apple probably needs to. Failed 2 on ES. I'm going to go a 10-pointer, 875 in short. Just barely missed my trim. New fiver. Yeah, I think this is setting up for a good short. Go ahead, hit my TP there. There's 10 points filled. Going another tenner here, 95.25. $20 filled on the trims. Big red candle on the 5. Looking for a low a day here. Extras filled. Okay, looks like we're about to break low a day, or pre-market lows. Pre-market lows. Risk-free on trims. Somebody in here, I won't say his name, but somebody just passed an eval with that drop. Congratulations. Took it slow and steady. That's what we like to see. All right, just sent out the rest of the invites for speaking up here. Is Squire talking and I just can't hear him? Nope. Big red candle. There's 40-point trim. There's 40 points again. Adding an extra short in at 60, 10 points. There's the 50-point trim. Giving a little bit of wiggle room on this. All right, out of those, out of that extra. New fiver here in 50 seconds. We're still before 10 o'clock, so there's still a chance that this trend reverses. Going short 74.50. Filled on the extras. Why is NVIDIA so high up? So invest. You see, here's Apple. Here, the third box on the top, and here's ES. ES broke this low here at 940, and Apple followed at 945. Now, it's not impossible for Apple to lead the charge. That's sometimes, especially with Apple being a um, high piece of the puzzle. I'm losing my mind. High percentage of the ETF. But a lot of times, it's easier to play the the big percenters that are lagging behind the ETF. Wait, do you have to request to come back up here? Because that's stupid if you do. I think you might. I think he's muted though. Or he left. "45 seconds on this 5-minute candle, and that'll be one more 5-minute candle on this 15er. Target is the low of day. We have touched the low of yesterday, I guess, even though yesterday was not really a trading day. But, or no, that it's not even seeing yesterday as a trading day. This was Friday, it shows. Not really a good place for me to place my stops on the last couple trims. ES looking a lot more bearish than NQ. NQ's not looking bullish, I wouldn't say, but definitely having a bigger retrace than ES is having. Mag 7, half is red, half's green. just due to gap ups. Tesla's going up right now. Back to this. I'll get out of NQ trims at if this goes 2 up on the 1. All right, closing NQ. Getting caught up on YouTube. John Doe said, "Do you no longer Swede trade?" I'm waiting. Probably either this week or next week. I wanted to give the market a week to get all the manipulation out from when they didn't trade the back half of 2023 or the back half of December of 2023. So whenever the next big news event is, but it is when I'll probably swing trade after that. So if there's FOMC this month, then I'll swing trade after that. I actually don't know what is coming up. Let me look. A point. What does a point represent in futures trading? A point is from 47.90 to 47.91 or 47.89. So yeah, we don't have a ton of news left in January, so I might start swinging. But we do have, well, actually, we have huge news January 31st. So looking to be either risk-free or not in anything on that day. But I'm looking into futures, or not futures trading, swing trading again. It just needs to be the right market for me. I know some people swing trade through anything and all news, but that's a little too risky for me. I think it gets to gambling at that point once you are swinging through economic news if you're not risk-free. Because you don't know like what the federal funds rate is going to be or what Powell's going to say. So you're coin flipping if it's going to be a profitable news event or a stop loss for you. So well, that looks like a big old liquidity grab there on the old 15er. I can hear you. Oh, you're good. Yeah. Mm. From the high, like up here at 69.20. Yeah, I don't put too much weight into that. The overnight's a ton because that's low volume, right? So it's kind of like trading after hours and trading support and resistance and after hours. Like this does have, like if we were to go under this level 16,800, then then yeah, I'm probably interested in shorting it. But everything like this, I don't think there's a significant level until we reach 1720. Maybe 16.978 7.7. This little box here might be interesting, but I'm just watching right now. Wonder if I can give you permissions to unmute yourselves. Wait, do you guys have permission to mute each other? Oh, just people you don't want to hear. Gotcha. Yeah, I just want to be able to mute if someone's hot mic'd and then let them unmute, because I can do that in Google Meets, but I can't. I'm new to Stages. Yeah, how does that work on a phone? Okay, got it. Wait a minute. You're all stage moderators. What in the world? Whatevs. Until somebody abuses that, I don't care. It's all good. All right, man. Yeah, man. Saw your testimonial. Good job, dude. See you tomorrow. Yeah, they're bigger. What's what's the drawdown on the 300Ks? Oh, you have to make 20K. Jeez. So what are you risking on those? Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. Yes, sir. See you tomorrow. Bye. Shola says liquidity grab to go up or down. Well, so far it was a liquidity grab to go up, and we did go up a little bit. Grabbed some more liquidity from a fair value gap. Now I'm sitting on my hands to decide where we're going next. Just being patient right now. All right, going long for 20 at 21.25. 20 points. Grabbing the Q410s and the Apple 182s. Calls on both. didn't hit 20. Taking 0.52 here. There's 20 points on NQ. Apple 212 playing perfect. Taking 1.37 here. Look at Tesla right now. Hasn't wavered. Ooh, 15-minute here. Coming at high day. Going long extra 44. 10 points. Would love to see this break through that 50 level. Running into high day here. And Q trims 0.60. Or sorry, QQQ trims. 1 hour hit. Two R barely didn't hit there on NQ. See if I can get it here. There it is. There's 40 points. Q's trim 0.69. Nice. Love to see that. 0.70 right there too. ES is struggling at VWAP. Cal said at 1016. It was indeed. Now it's going to struggle at high day 4805. Running. 0.85 on NQ, or sorry, Qs. 0.87 now. Apple's still going. Apple trim's 1.52 right now. A little higher now after that. 1.54. Grizzly Gaming said RVSN's short-term price target is 3.14. That is a micro stock. I don't trade those. I'll look at it though, just for funsies. RVSN. Price target is a 50% increase. Are we crazy? $3.14. Where'd you even get that? Just a pi number. I don't know about that one. Haven't even looked at the others. Did it disconnect? I guess so. Give me 1 sec, Crystal. Oh boy, what was that? Invest, you might have to disconnect. There you go. All right, let's see. Are you guys able to end it now? Yeah. It could, right? But you don't want to get in that mindset, because then you're going to be shorting against the trend and playing counter trend, and that's how accounts get blown. That's the line. There's the 4R, by the way. Yeah. 1.05 for Q's, 1.62 for Apple. Maybe. You got the thing I don't ever try to do is predict what the day is going to do. I just react. I just react to what I'm being shown. Like, for example, if I was looking 3-1-2 down and only looking shorts, I wouldn't have gotten that 80 points in a long. You just gotta react to what you're being shown each day, and then there's no stress trying to predict what the market's gonna try to do. You know. Yep. No, I see you in there. It's under Expo Futures. Here, let me. Crystal. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you see the tag? I just tagged you in it. Yeah, no problem. Which one? 80s? This 3 points. It's not always like that, trust me. Those who were with me in November was tough. But, just got to stick to your system and know you got what it takes. Going long 97, 10 points. Yeah, on the extras. Hey, that was awfully quick of an order submission for you needing to do your own due diligence. Kind of joking, kind of not. Just make sure you're doing it. When you were starting out, what was the hardest thing to overcome? Emotions. 1000% emotions. It's not even close. Yes, I do this for a living. 1000% emotions, and it's not even close. And it's still something that I fight every day. But man, when you first make the jump, well, if anybody ever makes the jump, you'll go through this. But going from like needing this for your income to then like you have a rough day, then you have imposter syndrome, and it goes, just one thing after another. It's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. Struggling at 17K. Which tier? Snowflake, it says in there. I don't talk about that stuff on stream, but it says in the description. What are we at? Oh, 1 minute till new 5-minute candle. Hoping that pushes us through 17K, but might be a wick out. Oh, wait, I'm not streaming. Share screen. Thanks, Huey. Appreciate it. Yeah, Apple is pushing nicely, Jason. 1.85 on that. 1.17 on Qs. Yeah, I haven't had problems with my trade copier in a long time. But I know it takes some time to get set up and get going exactly how you want it to. Man, I was 1 point away from a fill on that. Might be closing this extra break even. See how this 1 minute closes. It just needs to get through 17K, and then it's going to push. It's probably going to be a 20-point trade, but needs to get over 17K for sure. Closing a break even. It's probably going to run right to my TP now. Look at this thing. Disrespectful. Slade, I don't have the updated version. I refuse. Mine's working well right now. 212 down CL 15-minute. Indeed. Yep. Target would be 71, 65. Kind of stair stepping all the way down to 23. We're stalling out. Heavy stalling out. All right, I'm going short 85.50, 10 points. Still in the trims, but this is for the extras. The 1R squadron. Oopsies, messed that up. I really hate how you can't have brackets and trade of 8. So dumb. If you're in groups, that is. There's 10 points hit. All right, this is going to be an early day, but for a good reason. Still in the trims. 1R hit, though. Having an incredible day on the 1Rs. One is up 7. Now, I did a little bit of scalping on my own, but one's up 7. The other is up also about 7. 7R. So, incredible day so far. ES might go green. She's close. Hey, we welcome it. Push us over the top. Hal said, "Thank you, Jesse. Great day. Great start of the day with you. Amazing call outs as always, brother. Love it. How you do it so peacefully." Hey, trading should not be stressful. My worst trading is done when I'm under stress, and my best trading is done when I am not. Should not be stressful. Taking a long 17,025 cents. This is my last trade of the day. And that just smacked it. Oh my Lord. All right. I have trims on. See if this hits 4R or 5R actually. 2.07 trim on Apple. Seeing if I can't squeeze 200% out of Qs before I head out. It's at 191 right now. Hey, today should help my Tuesday stat of Tuesdays being my worst day of the week. Come on, little buddy. There it is. Just got filled. There's 100 points and 1.4 trim on Qs. All out on Qs. No more. What a morning. I think I lost one extra trade and that was it. I don't think I lost a trim trade. Time for that recap. Holy smokes. What a day. Excuse me. All right. Let's go ahead and switch this up. I guess we can open it up to regular conversation if anybody has anything they want to talk about other than recaps. Today is the 16th. Not necessarily. So failed twos would be great, but another strat entry would be a hammer, and this was pretty close to a hammer on the 5. Um, so enough of it being towards the top of the wick, where I like to see a huge part of the whole candle body. I like to see most of it be a lower wick. So ideally, the candle would have closed like this, for lack of better. That's not really looking great, but let's see. So if like this was the body, I'd rather see it up here, but it was close enough to be in a hammer that it still tells the same story as a failed 2 would, where it went down, didn't have enough help to keep going down, or it grabbed the liquidity it needed and then shot back up. And it did grab the liquidity on this 5-minute candle. The skeptical piece of the whole thing is, look at this 15-minute chart. We still haven't made any type of retracement, but I'm not going to be part of it because I'm done trading for the morning. But the best entry was a failed 2 and then 2 up on the 15. But here was another re-entry off of fair value gap, so kind of combining ICT and strat, and then it being a hammer. Then really it was predicting the break of 17,000, because I think I got in at like 02 or 03, or maybe it was even. Oh no, it was 17,000 even. So we had 2 or 3 good candles here, and then I knew that we just retraced deep enough to have found some long liquidity to break through. So it was more of a breakout play, which is risky. Not my favorite setup to trade, but I find myself trading it a good chunk of the time. Which one? This one here? This is just highlighting when we were talking about overnight session. This isn't a fair value gap. This is just order block, order flow. You can kind of see it on the 1 hour as well, but I would probably put it more like this, maybe. But yeah, we blew through that pretty easily. Both fair value gaps actually now. Now it's going high a day, but I'm all out. The 10:45 candle? You mean the 9:45? 10:40 candle? Yeah, you would have had the 2-2 reversal on the 5. And actually, if you were looking at strat, so if we're looking at strat, what is the, I guess, a little pop quiz for you? What's the importance of the 50% level for a strat candle? So, yeah, no problem. And so for the 50%, if we go 2 down and then retrace to 50%, so if we go like we have today, we went 2 down, and then now then you mark out the 50% level. Once we cross that 50%, then you're halfway to an outside bar. So right now, if you're trading strat, any long is viable, even though it's a 2-1 or a 3-1-2 down. Any long's viable above this level here. And really, I mean, I got in obviously early, but targeting the outside bar, which is sitting here at, what is this? 1742, so another 14 points. So if you're getting in a strat right here on that 2-2 reversal, stop loss technically is that low there. Then your target is looking left, but I mean, you're not going to take profit here, right? That's a point in 1 tick. So then you're looking left and you're saying, okay, let me drop down to a lower time frame. Where's some wicks? Okay, here's one. 17027, and that probably got you, well, actually didn't get you quite to 0.63, but you can kind of tighten stops as well. But yeah, the strat entry would have been at 1040. You are correct. And then your target, your ultimate target is high of yesterday, Friday, for that outside bar. And then after that, you should be runners only, according to strat terminology. Okay. Yeah, Strat single-handedly changed my trading career. Before Strat, I was doing any indicator I could find that would tell me which direction the market was going was on my chart. And so Strat really did change my trading, because you're really only looking at price action and trying to, get a grasp of what the story is that they're saying. And then once you get into ICT, if you ever do, then you're kind of dissecting order flow, and then that kind of goes back with strat into how is the market presenting opportunities. And then you don't have to have a single indicator on your chart. Everything else is just extra help, really. But yeah, strat changed my life for sure. Yeah. Uh-huh. It's not in force. Yeah. Yeah. So what Slade's saying is technically any time you're under that yesterday or Friday's high, anything under this should all be a short, right? And then anything over is a risky short if you're going short, because it's not in force until it's under yesterday's high. Yes, it's still a 212, but it's not in force. So this kind of zone here is all risky trades. But and risky to a degree that, it's not a low risk, high reward trade. It's more like a medium risk, medium reward, which is all that I did today, really. When was my long? 1010. So yeah, I got in right here. Where's my arrow? I got in right here, which then resulted in a change of character right there. Broke this high right here. And then as soon as that happened, I knew I was good for a long, at least to the 50% retrace. Snow said, what would you do if you were having a hard time using stops, not willing to take a loss? How would you get over it? Use hard stops. Yeah, don't let yourself have the choice to not take a loss. Hard stops. For sure. Alrighty. NQ short 1010. NQ short 10 minus 10. NQ short 1010. Oops. 10. NQ long 10. That was break even. NQ short 1010. NQ long 1010. So 7 wins, 1 loss on the extras, and then 2 wins on the trim. So 5 extra trades. Did 4 and 1 on the 1 Rs. I did make a couple. I know there's only 7 people in the audience, 6 of us up there, but I made a couple people stage moderator. If you'd like to be one, the only requirement is that you don't hot mic, and then just make sure other people aren't hot mic'd, and then just mute and unmute. But that way we don't have where people can end the channel accidentally. Okay, got to get caught up in the chat here. Okay, let me start with brisket. Thanks to everyone telling me to look at 15-minute 1 hour on ES. Opened my eyes to a slower paced trade setup that seems to work very well over the past couple of weeks. Nice. Yeah, a lot of people shouldn't be on the 1 minute for sure. I would say the 5 minutes, like the lowest that 90% of traders should be on. If you're experienced and good at what you do, then sure, the 1 minute. But really, the biggest thing is when you're looking at the 1 minute, you have to be able to see different time frames, like see what the 5 minutes doing, just by looking at the 1 minute chart. But yeah, the 5, 15, and hour are great. Jesse 15 minutes great. It's just there's only 2, 3, or 4 candles that are in my training time, and I know over 2,000 plus trades after 11 o'clock. I'm not as good. Risky, you unmuted. Did you want to say something? You wouldn't be interrupting. More than welcome to. KK said, Jesse, with your extras, do you usually do 20 or 80 points? No, 40 points or 80, 40. Do you mean ticks? Because I don't do 40 points. So you must mean ticks. Because yeah, I do 10 to 20 points. Usually they're 10, and usually they're quick. Yes, I mean ticks. Yeah. So usually they're 10 ticks. So I'll voice it, like when I get in, and you need to make sure you're doing your own due diligence as always, because you're not going to get the same exact fill. But yeah, I usually do 10 to 20 tick or points. Was just thinking so much for a bad Tuesday. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. My Tuesday results were like a average winner was like a third of or a half of the other days. It was crazy. Not today though. Really good day. Need to see if your only good Tuesdays are the first trading day after a holiday. That would be pretty selective, but that does make sense because this would be the Monday of the week. Jason said, yeah, if trading is stressful, it might be a sign of emotional risks. Emotional trading, which is usually bad and makes you burn through Alka-Seltzer. Beautiful day, PT hit again. Nice job, Jason. As always. You're getting real consistent at hitting that PT and leaving. Good job, dude. New high on my eval account. Thanks, Jesse. One day closer to getting funded. Hey, man, or I guess, I don't know your gender, but hey, dude, you're the one doing all the clicking and exits and all that. So good management. Karen said, this snow keeps me inside and day trading. Yeah, or it keeps me inside and trading. Yeah, I know. That's why when it gets warm here in Ohio and I can golf after I'm done, I won't take a trade for sure, but I miss it. I've been hitting the simulators here, hitting some bombs down the fairway. What do you mean when you say extra? It's part of the 1R club that the people who I trade with directly see. Basically just take on, like if I'm in a trade that's at 5R, the 1R club, I'll take extra trades and take profit or stop loss at 1R completely off. So like today, the 1R account is up 6R. Last week it was up 20. I'm trying to talk, but my mic is not working. I think it's a Chrome thing. Chrome? Are you on Discord on Chrome? For some reason, my mic does not work in Discord. Oh, interesting. Oh, when you're using Chrome. It's weird. Oh, maybe you're in like, well, I didn't start a Google Meet, so I don't know. I don't know what that would be. Don't know. Alrighty. Well, I am going to, I think it's a mic setting in Chrome that I can't seem to change. Nothing on your end on my computer. Weird. Alrighty. That's going to be it for today. Really good day. I'm not going to even look at the charts later. No teaching Tuesdays today. I have to get caught up on getting some content edited and also trying to get ahead of, I'm trying to use this week to get 1 week ahead of whatever I'm teaching. So no, nothing today, but as always, you can feel free to ask me questions. Huge red candle. Glad I'm out of that long. Yeah, I was at 30 plus points already. Alrighty. Everybody, I hope you had a great day today. If you're going to keep trading, use stop losses. Don't play your account in one trade. That's silly. Closing it out of my trading charts here. All out of everything. I'll see y'all here tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.